Now we also have a lot we can do with the past participle of these irregular verbs as well. For example, if we have the verb to see, then the past participle of that would be seen. Now with this past participle, we can form a lot of past tenses. For example, I have seen, I would have seen, I could have seen, I should have seen. Now we have an essential toolkit that we're going to use for these next two drills. So that's going to be, first of all, to know the past participle, which is here, of each irregular verb. And then you're going to use and its conjugations for I have seen. Habría would be I would have seen. And then we have podría, could have seen, debería, should have seen, and this auxiliary verb haber. So this is the essential toolkit to be able to form all of this. Now we've already done lessons on how to form and conjugate each one of these tenses. So judging on how well or how badly you do in the following drill, you're going to know if you should go back and revise any of those. In preparation, we'll just run through the past participles of all of these irregular verbs that we're going to work with. Some of them you will know already and others you won't. So querer will go to querido. Tener will go to tenido. Poder will go to podido. And saber will go to sabido. So those ones all stack up in a nice line sound-wise. We have querido, tenido, podido, and sabido. Now others are irregular. For example, hacer would go to hecho. Ver would go to visto. Ir goes to ido. Decir goes to dicho. Dar goes to dado. Ser goes to sido. And estar goes to estado. So this is the past, or these are the past participles of the irregular verbs that we're working with. This is this section here, because you're going to need these past participles in order to form, for example, here from to see to seen, and then you can form all the rest of it. You see past participle all the way down the line. So we can do a lot with the past participles. So just make sure that you are familiar with them. Let's drill them once more. This time try to answer yourself. Querer would go to querido. Tener, tenido. Poder, podido. Saber, sabido. Hacer, hecho. Ver, visto. Ir, ido. Decir, dicho. Dar, dado. Ser, sido. Estar, estado. Let's work with one final piece of preparation here. We'll take the past participle, say, of ver, the verb ver. So this would go to visto as its past participle, meaning seen. So first of all, the simplest ones are the ordinary have seen. So if we had I have seen, then this would be he visto. And of course, this gets conjugated through haber. So we have he visto, has visto, ha visto, hemos visto, and han visto for I've seen, you've seen, he, she, or it has seen, we have seen, and they have seen. Then next up from that, this always remains stationary. We go into the would have, I would have seen. So this is where we get the sound of habría. This stands for would, I would have seen, and also he, she, and it would have seen. Then we had habrías for you would have seen, and habríamos, we would have seen, and then habrían, they would have seen. So that's the next step would have seen. Now from there, we go into say could have seen. So whenever you see the word could, straight away you just go into your handle and you treat it very logically. So could would be podría. And then we have the full verb, the full auxiliary verb of haber. So this is could have seen. And again, you just go through your angles. So this is I, he, she, or it could have seen. Then you have podrías for you could have seen. And then podríamos, we could have seen. And podrían, they could have seen. Now, if you change this to debería for should, like this, now we have I should have, this is the have here, so I should have seen. This also stands for he, she, and it should have seen. Then again you have you should have seen, and the mos sound for we should have seen, and then finally deberían for they should. So this is they should have seen. So it's very logical when you work through the examples. Once you get used to it, you'll find that you're able to do it actually quite rapidly. But this following drill is really going to find you out if you are weak in any of these areas. And if you are, then you need to go back and revise those modules.